So today's topic is nerve supply of thoracic wall. As we note that the 12 pairs of thoracic spinal nerves supply the whole thoracic wall. As soon as the spinal nerves leave the intervertebral foramen in which they are formed, the mixed thoracic spinal nerves divide into anterior and posterior rami or branches. The anterior rami of the nerve The anterior rami of the nerve from 1st thoracic to 11th thoracic form the intercostal nerves. The intercostal nerves are basically the anterior rami of the 1st thoracic spinal nerves. The anterior ramus of the 12th thoracic nerve lies in the abdomen, means the subcostal one. Why it is called subcostal nerve? Sub means below, costal means rib. As we note that below the 12th thoracic rib or the floating rib, we have no intercostal space. So, the 12th thoracic nerve or the subcostal nerve supply the abdominal wall. Each intercostal nerve enter an intercostal space between the parietal pleura and the posterior intercostal membrane. It then runs forward inferiorly to the intercostal vessels in the subcostal groove of the corresponding rib. That is, if the space is fifth, then the rib is also the fifth rib between the innermost and the internal intercostal muscle. We divide the intercostal nerves into two pairs, typical intercostal nerves and the atypical intercostal nerves. Typical intercostal nerves, as we know, they are from the 3rd to 6th intercostal space. They supply the from the 3rd intercostal space to the 6th intercostal space. But the atypical intercostal nerves supply the 1st intercostal space, 2nd intercostal space, and the lower 5 intercostal spaces, and the subcostal means from 7 to 11, and subcostal means the 12. The first 6 nerves are distributed within their intercostal spaces. From 7 to 9 intercostal nerves leave the anterior end of the intercostal space and enter into the anterior abdominal wall. The 10th and 11th nerve passes directly into the abdominal wall, or they supply the abdominal wall. As we know before, that the intercostal nerves are basically the anterior rami of the first 11 thoracic spinal nerves from 1st to 11. The anterior ramus of the 12th thoracic nerve or the subcostal nerve lies below the 12th rib, and they supply the abdominal wall. The intercostal nerves from the 3rd to 6th nerve has the same course and the same branches, so they are called typical intercostal nerves. 1st, 2nd, and from 7 to 11 intercostal nerves are the atypical intercostal nerves. Now, what's the course of typical intercostal nerve? Each typical intercostal nerve enters into the intercostal space between the parietal pleura and the posterior intercostal membrane. It then runs forward inferiorly to the intercostal vessels, that is, the arrangement within the costal groove is vein, yani vein, artery, and then the nerve. Nerve is below the artery and vein in the subcostal groove of the corresponding rib between the innermost intercostal muscle and the internal intercostal muscle. Near the sternum, they cross anteriorly to the internal thoracic vessels and transversus thoracis. It pierces the internal intercostals, the external intercostal membrane, the pectoralis major, and end as the anterior cutaneous nerve of the thoracic wall. Posteriorly, we have the 11 pairs of intercostal nerves and 1 pair below the 12th nerve. The nerve lies between the parietal pleura and the posterior intercostal membrane. It crosses behind the intercostal vessels. Laterally in the costal groove, it runs below the artery and vessel and between the internal intercostal and innermost intercostal muscles. It runs below the intercostal vessels. From above downward, the arrangement is vein, artery, and then nerve. Abbreviation is VAN. Anteriorly, medial to costochondral junction, it crosses in front of the internal thoracic artery and it terminates it direct as by anastomosing with the anterior cutaneous nerve. It ends to supply the anterior thoracic wall. It is directed forward, piercing the internal intercostal muscle, then the external intercostal membrane, and end by supplying the skin of the anterior thoracic wall as a anterior cutaneous nerve. We have lateral cutaneous nerve with anterior and posterior branch which supply the mid-axillary line or the lateral aspect of the thoracic wall. Anterior cutaneous nerve with medial and lateral cutaneous branches lie within the intercostal space and supply the structures or the muscles within this space. Typical intercostal nerves are first thoracic and the second thoracic give branch to brachial plexus. That is, the first thoracic spinal nerve and the second thoracic spinal nerve divide into a superior large T1 divide into the superior large branch and the inferior small branch. The superior large branch anastomose or join with the brachial plexus, and the small inferior part or the inferior branch of the first thoracic spinal nerve form the first intercostal nerve. T1 or the first thoracic nerve has no lateral or anterior cutaneous branches, but T2 has a lateral cutaneous branch which is called intercostobrachial, and also it supplies the lateral and the medial aspect of the arm. From 7th thoracic spinal nerve to the T12 crosses the corresponding spaces to supply the anterior abdominal wall. And as we know that typical intercostal nerves are from 3rd to 6th intercostal spaces or the 3rd to 6th intercostal nerve. In this diagram we can see the branches of the intercostal nerves are the rami communicants. Rami means communicating branches. A white and a grey rami to the corresponding thoracic ganglion. As we know that the white rami enters into the corresponding sympathetic chain, and then the grey rami, which is white rami is the presynaptic fiber and the grey rami is the postsynaptic fiber. Collateral branch runs parallel to the main nerve along the upper border of the next nerve. It supplies the parietal pleura, periosteum of the rib and the muscles of the intercostal space, but it has no cutaneous branch. Then it gives lateral cutaneous branch which pierces the internal and external intercostals and come out in the mid-axillary line. Each divided into anterior and posterior branch, and it supplies the lateral thoracic wall. Then the anterior cutaneous branch, it is the termination of the intercostal nerve. It pierces the internal intercostal muscles and external intercostal membrane and divide into medial and lateral division and supply the anterior thoracic wall. Muscular branches supply the intercostal muscles. The muscles or the structures which are present in the same intercostal space supplied by the same intercostal nerve is called a myotome. So again, this is the repetition. As you know, rami communicant or communicating branches connect the intercostal nerve to the ganglion of the sympathetic trunk. Collateral branches, lateral cutaneous nerve supplies the lateral aspect of the thoracic wall. Anterior cutaneous branch which supply the anterior thoracic wall. Muscular branches supply the intercostal muscles, and the pleural branches which supply the parietal pleura. So this is a beautiful picture of thoracic spinal nerve. Atypical intercostal nerves, as we know that the first, second and from 7 to 11 intercostal nerves are the, as well as the 12 intercostal nerve is the atypical intercostal nerve. The first intercostal nerve is joined to the brachial plexus by a larger branch because it divided to a small branch and a large branch. The large branch joined with the brachial plexus to supply the axilla as well as the upper limb. The remainder of the first intercostal nerve or the smaller branch, it remains or it continues as the first intercostal nerve. The second intercostal nerve is joined to the medial cutaneous nerve of the upper arm by a branch which is called intercostobrachial nerve. Intercostal means between the costa, between the rib, brachium is limb, arm. The second intercostal nerve therefore supplies the skin of the armpit or the axilla and the upper medial side of the arm, or the lateral and medial aspect of the arm. From 7 to 11 intercostal nerves, they leave the anterior end of their intercostal spaces by passing deep to the costal cartilages to enter in the anterior abdominal wall. The 10th and 11th nerve, since the corresponding ribs are the floating and they have no intercostal space, passes directly into the abdomen. First intercostal nerve, as we know, the main part ascend or the larger part ascend in front of the neck of the first rib to join the lower trunk of the brachial plexus. The second intercostal nerve, its course and branches are similar as the typical intercostal nerve, but it differs in that its lateral cutaneous branch does not divide into anterior and posterior branches, but directly posteriorly and crosses the axilla to supply the skin of the upper part of the medial aspect of the arm. So it is called intercostobrachial nerve. The lower 5 intercostal nerves, means from 7 to 11, they supply the anterior abdominal wall. The 10th nerve supplies the skin at the level of umbilicus. And the subcostal nerve, which is a 12th nerve, runs below the 12th rib and ends above the pubic symphysis. So this is the picture of axilla. The lower 6 intercostal nerves, as we see in this diagram. If we see in this diagram, again this is the picture of intercostal nerve and its branches.